Hey friends, so part 4 of the wedding is coming right at you. Let's go. Rebecca, Danny, Azzy, Mark, Luke, and Charlotte were sitting in their own bedrooms doing their own thing. But they all heard sounds from the living room. It sounded like things were being moved around. So they all went out to the living room to investigate. But they didn't find anything, so they went back to their own rooms and continued doing what they were doing. Charlotte and Luke were reading, Rebecca and Danny were watching Netflix, Azzy and Mark were on the computer playing games together. Soon, they bought a vehicle. They bought a Dodge van. They drove around for a little while. Then they went back to the apartment. They packed a few clothes and went on a road trip. They drove to the next town. They booked a hotel in the next town. They checked in and went to their rooms. They were all getting ready for bed because it was late. So, they jumped in bed. Fast forward to the next morning, they woke up and went to the local McDonald's for breakfast. After they ate breakfast, they went back to the hotel and grabbed their stuff and headed back on the road. Then they went to the next town, which was about 35 miles from the town they were in. So they hit the road, but before they got too far, they had to get some gas. So they got gas and they got some drinks and snacks for the road. Then they hit the road. Rebecca was driving with Danny in the passenger seat. Azzy and Mark were sitting in the middle row of seats, and Charlotte and Luke were sitting in the back of the van. Soon they got to the next town. They booked another hotel and checked in. They put their things in their rooms and went to the bar for a few hours. At around 11 p.m., they went back to the hotel to go to bed. The next morning, they hit the road again, but they got gas and more drinks and snacks. After they got all their stuff, they hit the road. The next town was 40 miles from the town they were already in. So they drove to the next town. The next town they were visiting was the last town they were visiting on the road trip. After they stayed in the last town, they filled up the gas tank and hit the road and headed back to their hometown. It took them about 3 days to get back to their hometown. When they got back to the house, they brought their suitcases back into the house and unpacked their clothes and other things. Then they went to bed. And that is the end of part 4 to the wedding series. Now, I hope y'all liked it. Yeah. Bye, friends.